Could you at any point truly bring in cash composing names, and is it truly conceivable to procure up to 300 for each name by joining Crew Help? My name is Michael, and this is an inquiry numerous watchers here on my channel have asked me. Consequently, I chose to make this crew assist with exploring here well make sense of the multitude of subtle and allow me just to uncover immediately that you might possibly bring in great cash here, yet there are likewise a few significant viewpoints that you want to consider to see whether it's actually the ideal choice for you or not, and that is precisely exact thing this video will assist you with sorting out. So we should begin by going once again the fundamentals of what Crew Help is, and afterward additionally who can join, and afterward we go over the procure potential and the subtleties you really want to think about. Yet Crew Help is a stage that helps various organizations to concoct names, for instance, and that is where we possibly can acquire in light of the fact that they need individuals to type names, they need individuals to think of various names, so they need imaginative individuals like this, and afterward on the off chance that we're fortunate we can get chosen and afterward possibly bring in great cash. Yet we'll discuss the acquiring potential later. Likewise, you should know that you might possibly join from all nations. There's not as such any constraints like that, but rather there can be a few different limits since everything descends to your imagination and your inclinations whatnot. Yet we'll make sense of all that here. That is only the nuts and bolts of what it is. So how about we presently go over how it functions and what sort of names you want to think of, the amount you can acquire, and this so in the event that you are on Crew Assist site you with willing. See, the principal site is essentially about organizations that can purchase their administrations pay, for instance having somebody assist them with concocting names, and that is the thing we might possibly procure by doing. Yet you possibly all of a sudden need to go to the segment that says go along with us at Imaginative. You can likewise see the URL here, and that is where you can get more data about how you can procure, and in this video here we'll zero in on this naming challenge. You can likewise think of various space names, meaning the URLs hereof various sites, and possibly acquire by doing that. Yet the naming challenge likewise has an enormous potential since it doesn't expect you to concoct these URLs, so get these URLs here or sell them here. You simply have to concoct names, and you can see here there's all sort of various data about it. So we should go to these dynamic challenges here, since this is where you can find out about what it truly presents here. Since you can see these dynamic challenges here right now as of recording this video here, there are 191 challenges accessible, intending that there's 191 organizations that are searching for a name, and you can partake in every one of them. Yet the number of that would be accessible will obviously shift occasionally, and a portion of the ones appearing here are likewise currently shut, so they could not all be accessible here. Yet you can look through that way and see what it is. This is to give you a thought regarding the amount you possibly can acquire, and you can see here there is a cost here saying $300, and you will possibly get all that assuming you are chosen and whenever you have joined and signed in, and everything that could be clicked here and found out about every one of the subtleties in light of the fact that typically they have some sort of minimal brief like a short depiction about what kind of name, so you know a tad about the business, and afterward you can begin being imaginative and thought of a few names and afterward post them there, and assuming they wind up choosing your name you will get these $300 here, and you can see a large number of them north of $300, but at the same time there's some here you see NDA, so you really want to, for instance, sign a NDA, meaning a non-divulgence understanding, so you can't share any data that you get by investigating this here and by posting, and in light of the fact that occasionally you really want to get some foundation data and obviously don't have any desire to get that out there. Yet you can see there's a ton of them that give you $300 as a cost here possibly, and furthermore here in the side you can perceive how long there's left here before the challenge closes here. This one, for instance, 4 days and 9 hours, so that is the point at which it gets done. So you can likewise look here through here, this one completions in 12 hours, so to partake in a few then you really want to focus on the ones that complete soon obviously. Yet as you can see you might possibly bring in great cash on the off chance that you can think of extraordinary names, yet it probably won't be pretty much as simple as you suspect. There's additionally a few different subtleties you really want to think about, so how about we talk a tad about the opportunities to win these $300 there. So when you are on this outline page here you can obviously perceive how incredible prizes you can get whatnot, yet you can likewise here perceive the number of passages there that are. So this one here, for instance, there's now 948 passages and it has over 4 days left, so there can be significantly more. This one as of now has an excess of 1,500, this one drawing near to 2,000 sections here, so you can see a ton of them have a ton of sections, some of them have less obviously here. Yet that is the test here, since there's no assurance that you will at any point procure these 300. Some of them additionally give a lower cost, yet there's no assurance that you will at any point get chosen, since there's a ton of rivalry here and you can invest a ton of energy concocting truly inventive extraordinary names, yet you probably won't receive whatever in return. You could take an interest in 10 challenges more than a week or whatever and not success one single time, and perhaps I don't have the foggiest idea about that. Depends how inventive you are. Yet perhaps you invest a ton of time mulling over everything or conceptualizing and doing investigate about what might be an incredible name, and you won't get anything in the event that you are not chosen as a victor, and that is vital to know about. So it's anything but a decent choice for all, and there's no assurance that you will acquire, assuming you are searching for occupations or online ways of acquiring where you're insured to acquire for the work. Then this isn't a possibility for you, yet it can give you very exorbitant costs for genuinely low exertion. On the off chance that fortunate, you can say, since despite the fact that you're truly innovative, when there are 1564 sections, there's as yet 6 days left, so presumably it will arrive at over 2,000. It's additionally a smidgen about karma, since additionally need to truly like it and see your name, and this there's a ton that becomes an integral factor. So that is one interesting point, but on the other hand, there's something else you want to consider, that is the payout technique. So we go over that additionally, and afterward likewise there's a little catch you can say when you join that you likewise should know about. So we go over all that next here. Yet before we go over that, I would like if you can require 1 second to like this video here, since it can assist it with being seen by additional individuals. So I just leap to the fact area to discuss how you can get compensated in light of the fact that that is obviously critical to know likewise. And you can see here they use PayPal to convey all payouts, so you should have a checked PayPal record to have the option to get compensated. Likewise implies that it doesn't seem okay to fire stirring here or thinking of any thoughts in the event that you don't have a confirmed PayPal account. Assuming you live in a nation where PayPal is accessible, it's very simple to get a checked PayPal record, and it's free. So then, at that point, you can ensure you do that. Yet you really want to make a point to do that prior to joining here. Other than that, PayPal is obviously an extraordinary method for getting compensated in real money, since it's an exceptionally helpful and quick method for getting compensated. And furthermore, one thing that you can see here, since that is something that I realize many individuals will likewise be asking here, when you can take part and you can take an interest when you go along with, we get to challenges, as you can see here. Yet you want to have a couple of preferences in the initial, not many challenges, since that implies like that they once that post these positions here will like it. That doesn't be guaranteed to imply that you will win it, yet that they will like it, that they think it is a decent idea. And when that happens, then you will get admittance to all the substance. So immediately you can't join every one of the items. That is additional essential to be aware. And afterward there's this little felines that I discussed. So to show that, I'll go through the sign up process here, since there's something vital to contemplate prior to doing that. So I've presently gone to the sign up page here where you can make a record, and you can see the 2 choices you really want to join as a purchaser. Yet that is assuming you're searching for a name or logo or slogan and things like this, all what you can likewise acquire by concocting. Yet you can likewise join as need might arise to do if you have any desire to acquire by concocting the thoughts. So you simply have to click that here, and afterward you want to finish up the names, the email address, and this here. So I will do that and afterward show you the following stage, since that is where there's something significant you should know about. So when you finish up the information, you simply have to make account here, and you can see then you really want to set up a profile here, and I'll likewise do that and afterward show you the following stage. Yet additionally here you can see, as I referenced before, there you want to choose the nation, and you can pick fundamentally any nation here, so there's no limitations relying upon the nation residing. Obviously you want to approach PayPal since in such a case that not it doesn't appear to be legit, on the grounds that then you can't get compensated. Yet I'll finish this one up here and afterward be right back in the subsequent stage here. That is